Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm going to start today by making some homemade crackers, and at the end of the video I'll have a price breakdown of how much this costs versus buying some from the store. Let's do it. Alright, so the tools that we are going to need today is a KitchenAid stand mixer, or if you're really strong you can use your hands. We're going to need the dough hook, the whisk, and the paddle. We're also going to need a rubber spatula, a pizza cutter, a rolling pin, and then you'll need some parchment paper and of course an oven. This is a sourdough recipe. It's perfect to use with your excess starter. So I had fed my starter yesterday and this is what's left over. I'm just gonna put all of that in the bowl, along with 4 tablespoons of cubed up room temperature butter. I have 2 cups of flour. I just use normal all-purpose flour, nothing fancy. And about 2 cups of cheddar cheese. And then 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast. This gives it a really good nutty flavor. You don't need anything fancy. My KitchenAid mixer is from my great-grandma. It is very old and been through a lot. So you can also buy these pretty cheap used off Facebook, or you can buy them brand new if you want. First we're gonna go in with our whisk, just to get everything well incorporated on a pretty low setting. Now we're gonna go in with our paddle. Okay, now it's time for our dough hook. We'll put that on there. Again, on a low setting, you don't wanna overwork your KitchenAid. And we'll let that go until everything at the bottom is incorporated. All right, and then while we roll this out in a second, we're gonna go preheat our oven. And if it's easier, you can break your dough into smaller pieces. I think I'm gonna work in mine in 4s because that is gonna be easier to manage. So you'll push down in the middle and move it and push down again. And then out you go. The thinner you roll it out, the crunchier your cracker is going to be. If it's slightly thicker, it's going to be a more chewy texture. So you want to get it about as thin as you possibly can. So I'm a fairly short person, and I'm actually having to stand on a bucket to gain enough leverage to get this as flat as I want. So don't feel embarrassed if you need to stand on a bucket. It's okay. You'll probably notice we didn't add any salt to our recipe. This is the point where you can or cannot do that. So I just sprinkle it on. You can use coarse salt. I just use my table salt. And then use your rolling pin and just go over it once. It makes it quick. You want your crackers to be about the same as a Cheez-It. So I'm just gonna go through with my pizza cutter. These are not perfect. The edges, we're gonna cook all of it. The edges, the middles, the whole thing. So. You don't need to press down super hard, otherwise you'll go through your parchment paper, and you need this parchment paper to cook it. So just breeze through it. Okay, and now it's on our cookie sheet. I'm gonna put this in the oven as soon as it's ready and preheated. And we're gonna cook it for around 15 minutes. Okay, and the crackers go into the oven, 375 for about 15 minutes, or to your liking. Okay, they should be getting done. Yeah, they look pretty good. They've shrunken in size a little bit. They're a little brown. Let them cool off.
Okay,
I have my dad here, and he is my ultimate taste tester.
fantastic.
Very good.
Dad approved.
Yep. All right, so these crackers are full of good, nutritious benefits.
I'm gonna have another one.
Dad's gonna have another one, and they cost a fraction of the price and taste just like Cheez-Its. Have a great day.